Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's a brand new day here on Warp Reactor as we delve into a brand new show. Per your suggestions, as soon as I mentioned that I liked Ella Purnell and Fallout, I received several guiding, helpful hands that said, "Have you seen Arcane?" And I said no, and they said, "You need to change that." And so what was on my list was bumped to the top because of all of the recommendations. And of course, I'm a little selfish. I want to see some more work by the amazing Ella Purnell. But friends, today we will be watching the very first episode of Arcane Season 1, Episode 1, Welcome to the Playground. I know nothing about this property. I've never played the game. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know a thing about it. Someone told me it's sort of steampunky. So I don't know. Whatever that means, I'm not really I'm not really great with steampunk either. So I'm taking this as a brand new property, formulating my own opinions, and of course the suggestions that you all gave me, they're not going to lead me astray. I can feel it. So friends, before we start, if you could do one thing for me, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Arcane or any of our sci-fi offerings. And of course, if you'd like anything that we do early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Don't like Patreon? Stick with us over here on YouTube memberships. You get all the episodes about a day early, plus bonus episodes for several of our series. But friends, all that is then, and this is now. And now it's time to start a brand new story in a brand new world with brand new characters. I can't wait. So wait no longer, I will. Friends, prepare to engage a maximum warp reaction. And for the first time in Arcane, away we go. I am super excited. I have no context for the show, and I just got chills from this music, this lullaby. Okay, the city's burning. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna like this shit. God, look at this animation. What's with the glitching? Oh my God. What are they doing in a war zone? Run, 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 run. I'm assuming are they like siblings? What the hell are those? Those like gloves? Jesus, is that what he was beating that guy with? Okay, so they have to know who this dude is. All right, I'm a little confused, but that's good. Oh, wow.
Wake up to the sounds of the silence. Oh, the misery.
I mean, going out of focus for an animated that's amazing. Okay, so they're growing up a little bit. Oh, wow. Look at this shit. You know what this reminds me of? If you've all ever played another video game called Bioshock, I mean, I'm sure many of you. Columbia, the sequel, Infinite, Bioshock Infinite.
All right, everybody, follow me. Just don't look down.
Dear God. The animation is unreal. Well, she's a lot younger than these other... If this is the same kid, I mean, she was like a little more than a toddler.
I'm ready.
That's right. So?
You got it. You got it. Jesus, that's very deadly, though, but... I'd like to know some ages here, because this has been some time has passed, because Powder was really young, and she's being carried.
What if Vander finds out we're all the way up here?
Vander?
You think anyone topside's going hungry? Besides, this is exactly the sort of job Vander would have pulled when he was our age.
Vander's my first original character, my best character's name in D&D.
Vander's gonna kill us.
Yeah, only if we screw up. So don't screw up.
Who locks their balcony?
Oh, we got the rogue.
You gonna get that door open anytime soon?
Working on it. Seeing as I'm the only one who knows how to pick locks, I suggest...
Oh, okay. Well,
Animals.
no one appreciates the rogue. Subtlety. Hide in shadows. Everybody, stealth. Backstab. Assassinate. The life of a rogue.
You know, Clagger, for once you're right. We are definitely not supposed to be here.
I like the character designs are really cool. So I'm going to not ask too many questions because I'm sure they're going to answer. But right now I'm thinking, what's the technology level here? Like, you know, it looks like we've got like firearms, but I don't know if they're like muskets or like lasers. I have no clue.
Is a real Valdiani.
Valdiani.
Oh, yeah? What about this?
That's a nose hair trimmer.
It's a hell of a nose hair trimmer. Okay, so she was brought, Powder was brought because she knows tech, if that's what this is.
Find this place?
It was a tip from Little Man.
Little man?
Little Man. Who's Little Man? That's a treasure chest if I've ever seen one. What are those? Uh-oh.
Milo!
Oh, good move. What are those things, though?
Come on!
They probably shouldn't be... What's Are they okay? But nothing else is. Ooh. They're lucky that didn't kill anybody. I'm going with the people die in this because we saw death at the beginning, so I'm going to assume that we've got ourselves a terminal show here. It's like a bolo. Oh, you guys are screwed. Oh, wow. So is there like a good side and a bad side of town? Is that what I'm being led to believe here? Oh, I didn't see that guy hit water. I think he hit the boat. Ooh, good move. Ugh.
Just got this shirt!
Phew.
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Could fill a damn library with all the things you didn't do.
Guys, we just emptied a Piltover penthouse right under the Enforcer's noses.
Is it built over or built over? Okay, so this is back on their side. I'm guessing of the bridge.
I heard there was some action across the river. Someone really kicked the nest, huh?
Is that so? What makes you
Yes,
think...
we don't want any trouble, okay?
Hear that, Deckard? They don't want any trouble.
You know, in my experience, trouble finds you.
They can take you guys.
To taste?
Just...
Well, never mind. Oh, no. These appear to be older kids. You got big guy there, though. Oh, my God. Oh no, they're gonna get beat. That's a good hit, man. Ooh. Slowing down animation like this is crazy. Oh, the big guy is holding his own. Run, run, run. He's doing a good job too. I don't know anybody's names yet. Nice. Yeah, it's a street fight, man. Oh my god. That guy with a band-aid on his nose took a hell of a beating.
This day's turning out all right after all.
Look out, look out, look out.
Want to see how that ends?
Boy, she is stone cold. Now, I'm assuming that those other exploding things are still on her person. Oh no. I mean, she's too little.
Come on, Hauser. I need you.
What is it, a grenade? Oh, it didn't work? Oh no. Is she like an inventor, I wonder? She knows all those things, and then I said I wasn't going to ask any questions, didn't I? Okay.
Who saw that coming?
We never should have gone over there.
Doesn't matter. The stuff's gone. It's all right.
It's just in the water, right?
Okay. What about us? I get my face bashed in and she just gets a pass?
Yep.
Am I missing something? Is this like impossible to retrieve or?
Every time she comes, something goes wrong. She jinxes every job.
Just drop it, Milo.
Who told you it was out here?
Who is the mother effing music director?
I've seen your face around here.
Incredible.
Welcome to the playground. Follow me. Tell me your nightmare.
Don't tell me that each episode has like its own song. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'll sell you a dream.
What kind of game is League of Legends? I always thought it was like a fighting game.
What brings you to
The Last Drop.
the ground?
God, the animation.
You folks need anything? Leave us. You sure about that? Sounded to me like...
Piss off.
That's the guy from the bridge. He's obviously older.
I think I know what you need.
You don't seem to listen,
A bit of advice. Don't threaten the guy who pours the drinks. So you're Vander.
Hound of the Underground.
Hound?
Expected something younger.
Hey, fuck you.
Give Huck the rest of what you owe him, and I'll let you walk out of here in one piece.
And we're never doing business with you again.
Welcome to the lanes.
The lanes?
Vander learns none of this.
No worries there. Powder took care of the evidence.
I tried, okay? You don't get it. You're older, you're bigger.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you can explain why it is that I'm hearing about an explosion and a foot chase topside? 4 children fleeing the scene.
Oh boy.
A real job.
We got our own tip, planned a route, nobody even saw.
You blew up a building. About what could have happened to you? Hey? To them?
I mean, unfortunately, everybody's okay. Lessons not learned, I don't think.
Little man.
I took us there. If you want to be mad at me.
Benzo.
Always says we have to earn our place in this world.
I also told you time and time again the North Side's off limits.
North side.
When did you get so comfortable living in someone else's shadow?
Ooh.
Everyone out.
Uh-oh. I'd like some ages.
Sit down.
I'm fine.
Sit.
I don't see any, like, aliens either, so I guess this is everyone's, like, human lifespan. At least I don't think I've seen any aliens.
You say swim, they dive in. You say light a fire, they show up with oil. Whatever happens, it's on you.
Heavy as the head.
Why answer to them? These are our streets. Someone should remind them of
You're
that.
not hearing me. That path? This?
Some idiot was following us.
On our side? Who?
I don't know. He was after the stuff.
Where is it now?
We lost it.
All of it? Good.
It's actually pretty good.
Due to what happened up there. You're gonna have to lay low for a bit. Understand?
Not to mention those blue things could fucking explode any second. I love it. He's definitely the rogue. He's got a listening device, a lockpick.
All right. Give me the details of exactly what happened up there.
This is Little Man in Benzo's shop. Oh, shit.
She's the problem.
Milo, I'm really
Do you
not.
remember what was in that bag?
Milo.
She made a mistake.
Name one time she hasn't.
She's young.
Don't bullshit me. We're twice the person at half her age.
There's a bunch of things Powder just can't do.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Like complain about everything.
What?
And brag nonstop.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Pick fights with the group when we need to focus. Tell strangers on the street that we got a nice haul.
I didn't mean to.
Powder's my problem, okay? Your problem is never knowing when to shut up.
God, the animation.
You can take your worthless junk elsewhere.
Just as well. Owner's the shittiest businessman I know.
I was going to say, they have to be friends.
Give me a few seconds. The cannon pinion's still busted.
Finish it later. Vander and I need a word.
But
All right, off you go.
And that was Little Man, I think.
The younger folk think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And Vi's one of them. Throws herself at trouble wherever she can find some.
I thought it was Vi, but
There's worse things than enforcers out there. We both know that.
what's that mean?
How did you find that place?
whoa! Did you fight the enforcers?
What? Oh, no.
Did Vi kick their asses?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be here otherwise.
Oh, she showed me a couple.
Well, so did you, dude.
It's coming along.
His name is Clagger. I think Clagger was the deciding factor in that fight.
Well, hello.
Oh, boy.
Something I can help you with?
Some trencher trash attacked one of the buildings in the Academy District.
We're looking for the culprits.
Got a description?
Yeah, it's exactly who you're picturing in that thick head of yours.
Christian! Oh, fuck yes. How can you not have her in VO work? I mean, that voice.
You know this crossed the line upstairs.
Was anyone hurt?
A building was blown to bits. What do you think?
Okay, so people were hurt.
The council needs someone to make an example of. People need to feel safe.
Yeah. Topside people.
We had a deal, Panda.
Okay, so Vander's basically in charge of this area.
You don't seem to grasp how serious this is. If I don't put someone behind bars tonight, the next time I come down here, I'll have an army of invoices with me.
I'm sorry, Grayson. But I can't offer up my own people.
Grayson.
If you change your mind, this will reach me. And only me.
This is world building on the fly. Not on the fly, but they are just absolutely throwing us in the deep end. And you all know I love that shit.
I ruined everything. I always do.
Nobody said that.
No, just that you were twice the person at half my age. You heard them. I'm not a fighter.
You're just different.
Look, I've got these. And you've got those.
They never work.
They will.
It seems like Little Man's an inventor too. They should work together. Maybe he can provide her with some additional, knowledge that will help her with her stuff.
What are we doing here?
I also have a theory I don't want to talk about, but
When I was a kid, some guy took my favorite toy and threw it up there. I used to come out here at night and stare at it.
Oh.
We've all had bad days. But we learn. And we stick together.
I'm assuming they're sisters, so.
What are they?
I don't know. Should we show Vander?
No.
You gotta be real careful with that. I guess she doesn't know that that caused the explosion.
Milo's wrong, Powder. You're stronger than you think. And one day, this city's gonna respect us.
He called her a jinx, though. I caught that shit. Oh my god, we're not already done, are we? Okay, good. Jeez, oh Pete. Is this the kid? The thug on the street?
You were supposed to follow
shit.
him and not interfere.
I'm sorry. They just caught us by surprise.
Now his accomplice is asking questions.
Uh-oh.
The explosion in the upper city.
That was them.
Yeah, the topsiders are up in arms looking for him.
Oh shit. Did he just like put that eye in?
Get him a meal. But keep him off the streets.
Look at this guy.
Our timeline has moved up.
It's almost ready.
Show me.
If you want to have a true villain, give him a hairless cat.
And the side effects?
Stabilizing.
Okay, so. Wow.
Do you have a subject in mind?
Someone just volunteered.
Oh my god, that was quick. All right, my friends, we just got done watching Arcane episode 1 from season 1. Welcome to the playground, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, friends, just got done watching Arcane season 1, episode 1. Welcome to the playground. There's a massive amount of things I like in this episode. First, the thing I didn't like was it seemed incredibly quick. Now, I think that just because I was enjoying it, it was 40 plus minutes, but wow, that seemed like 20-ish. It really did. It seemed super duper quick. I took a massive amount of notes, and I probably should stop doing that because that's the same problem I ran into at the beginning of The Expanse. I was taking a bunch of notes, and then I was picking stuff up in editing when I was like, oh shit, I missed that. And you know, I think I did that too initially because I was taking notes and I missed the names of all of the our party of players. So we've got Vi, who's the leader, the redhead. We've got Milo, who I think is the rogue, you know, the one that could pick the locks and had the little ear thing. And then Clagger. Clagger looks like to be the muscle, I guess, you know. And then Powder, who is our like inventor. You know, I'm not sure exactly what to use for her, for providing class designations. We shouldn't because it's not a TTRPG. But I'm assuming too that Vi and Powder are sisters. Now, I don't know the relationship. It doesn't seem like Vander is their dad because neither of them called him dad. So I'm assuming that Vander must be a guardian of some type, you know, that is, you know, at least tasked with taking care of them. It looked like at the very top of the episode, top of the series, actually, there was some type of massive fight on a bridge. And I'm not sure if it was the same bridge that we saw them running across that opened and the dude fell, because that would make sense in that it is the designation between what they call topside or north side, or the other name for it was Piltover. And I don't know if they're two separate towns or if it's like Pilt over and Pilt under. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it seems like a designation like top side, north side, Pilt over. I don't know if that has any correlation. The animation is absolutely some of the best I've ever seen, but I haven't seen that much animation. To be fair, I'm not like, not that I'm not into animation. I just, I've watched a lot more recently, like, with Invincible, being able to, see, Critical Role, being able to watch. There's been a lot more animation that's kind of come into play recently that I've been able to watch. And of course, with Lower Decks and things like that. But again, this animation is otherworldly. I mean, the fact that they had that entire fight sequence and then they slowed it down, I mean, I just think that's amazing. You had like three different movements going on with three different pairs of combatants. That was really impressive. Again, I don't know exactly how painstaking this type of animation is. I can only assume it's very detailed. Even if it's like, computer animated, there is so much in every frame, just background stuff. And I mean, my God, it is dense with just incredible shit. I'm going to definitely go back through editing and whenever I look at it to really kind of appreciate some of the background stuff because I was trying to focus on the action, but man, I was getting distracted. I think you guys could see, I was like, oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's amazing. It reminded me, and I mentioned this in the reaction, it reminded me of BioShock Infinite, Columbia, the floating city that's kind of like the opposite of Rapture. Rapture was beneath the waves. This one flew in the clouds. It has that same type of feel, at least the over city or the top side, north side. It had that kind of like pristine, kind of feeling of like dread just beneath the guild of everything. And again, I don't know if that's like the dream, I guess, maybe to live in Northside, to get out of the slums or whatever. I think they call them the lanes. I think that's what they called them. I don't know if that's just one part of the slums or if that's the entirety of the slums, but I wrote down that they called it the lanes. So I don't know. What I do know is one of the characters in here, his name is Vander, and I mentioned it during the reaction. My very first, and the character I go back to all the time in D&D is a rogue. He's been many things, always rogue, but like, an assassin and a thief and, arcane trickster and stuff like that. But his name is Vander as well. So I immediately was like, I like you. So again, he looks like Vander is in charge of the lanes, if that's the area that we're talking about. To the point where Christian, I can't remember the actress's name, and I'd probably butcher it if I could. Christian, the voicing the character of Grayson, seems to be in charge of the police force in the North Side, and we have Vander in charge of at least the population on the South Side. But Vander was fighting on the bridge at the top of the series. I mean, beating to death somebody with those they look like pistons that he was wearing for gloves, and I don't, that was crazy shit, but he dropped those, so I don't know where they are. And I don't know if it's like one of those things where like now he's like he lived that life. It seems sort of like that, like he lived that life and he's not armed, like that throwing down of the weapons. It sort of seemed like that, but there's definitely some unrest between the two sections and the sides of the city. Understandably so. It looks like North Side is very opulent, very wealthy, very, taken care of. And the lanes, again, I hope I'm using that right. The lanes are just the slums, and it's, again, there's a disparity there, obviously, which is going to create animosity. So the one thing I wish I would have known, I would like to know is, and I don't know if anybody knows that, what are their ages? What are our characters' ages with Vi and especially Powder? I'd like to know how old Powder is. And here's what. As soon as I saw these characters at the very top, and I saw, the redheaded girl and Vi, and I saw the blue-haired girl, I thought, actually kids, I didn't even know if they were, what their gender was at first. But when I saw the girl with the blue hair and they identified her as Powder, I immediately thought of Jinx. And I thought, oh, are these them? They called her Powder. And I thought, eh. But then Milo, the rogue, says, something to the effect of she's such a jinx. And that's a weird word to use, especially if you're being pissed at somebody. You say, oh my God, she's bad luck, or, she's a dark cloud. Jinx is a weird one to kind of play out. And especially since I know a character is named Jinx with blue hair, I'm starting to think that, okay, maybe we're talking about like does Powder take another name at some point? And again, something tells me this might have something to do with the video game. I don't know what the video game is, but there's always kind of like, when a hero goes through stages, they get different titles. And I'm wondering, maybe that's it. Maybe something like something that is kind of like readily understood in the game, and it's just I don't have the context for it. But regardless, this show is baller, and I'm going to tell you what the most baller part about it is so far for me. I'm a huge fan of atmospheric music. I think that it can absolutely make or break a television show or any show, a musical, a stage production, a movie. It doesn't matter if you've got really good atmospheric music, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a score. It can be, lyric music, and I thought they knocked it out of the park with this, and so I'm really curious because the one song they started playing in the middle, like the infix song in the middle, kind of like the act break in the episode, I'm assuming it was titled "Welcome to the Playground" because that's what the chorus kind of indicated. If they have actual music for each like titled episode, I don't think I've ever seen that. And that would be so baller. I don't know why, but I just think that would be incredibly fucking cool if they did that. I'm invested. I'm invested because I'm confused. And that's my favorite place to be. I don't mean that to sound negative at all. When I get confused, I want to know more. And that's the way I'm feeling right now. I have a lot of questions about the world that I could sit here and ask and be like, hey, what's this mean? Or who's this? Or I don't need to know any of that stuff right now. They told me everything I need to know. They said, hey, right now, here, focus on these characters. We're showing you characters. Focus on them. Look at those characters, learn as much as you can about those characters, and then presumably we'll give you more about the world, more about what's going on. We got a little taste of it between Vander and Grayson, that there is a very kind of heated, kind of not necessarily a Cold War, but maybe, the temperatures are high between the two sides of the city. And they've only escalated or got warmer after this kind of failed incursion into top side or north side to get whatever I guess tech that they stole from that apartment. I don't know what the blue things are, and I don't need to know. The blue things, they're unstable. I don't know if there's some type of like rogue element. I don't need to know that yet though. They'll tell me when I need to know. None of the characters know what the hell they are. I certainly don't need to know what it is. I do have one question though, and I think I sort of answered it. I had a question up until we saw, I guess, the villain's layer or the antagonist's layer. The dude with that really cool character design with, I guess, is a fake eye that he was putting in, which is crazy. But like, he has a scar that goes down, that kind of discoloration. And then I guess he had that thing that he was like firing that eye into his head. I guess. I don't know. I'm sure I'll learn more about that. But in that spot, which was obviously below ground or underwater or something, you had that window that looked out into the water, and there was that huge kind of like, piranha-esque, like tooth-mawed fish that went by. Initially, I was thinking whenever Powder dropped the take or the stolen goods, it went into the water, and I thought, well, I mean, that's easily retrievable unless the water is incredibly deep, B, toxic, like you can't get it. It's so polluted and it's so, would kill you or make you super sick. I get that, but I mean, or three, maybe, or all of the above, you have these creatures that are down here. I don't know if they're augmented fish or it's the natural fish of the world. I don't know anything. I mean, we've just been in the city. I don't know anything about the ecology, anything about the bestiary or anything like that. I mean, I mean, when you throw a world this dense and you just have like your characters walking through it, and it's like you're just trying, what is that? What's this? What's that? What does that mean? Who does that? I love that type of stuff though, because we don't need that answered. You can have as many questions as you want. They're giving us a story. They're not leaving anything out, that's not necessary to the progression of the story thus far. And any additional questions I have, I must hope that they will either be answered by the creatives, or I'll be able to answer it whenever I start putting things together. That's my favorite shit to do. You all were right. Arcane rocks. I cannot wait to watch the next episode. Again, when things go by this quickly, I know that I'm in the right place. I'm watching the right show, because if I ever like check my watch or for non like work shit, anytime I normally when I look at my watch, I'm getting an email. So, but if I don't know what time it is, as far as into the episode, then that's my favorite, because that means it's just, you know, uh, when you have fun, the time flies, and that's the that was absolutely a fun ride there to start off. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Arcane or any of our science fiction offerings. And of course, if you'd like anything that we do early, including this episode of Arcane, if you want it early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. But my friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from Arcane. Where should we say goodbye from? Well, you know, we don't know these characters well enough yet. You know, we don't know the world well enough yet. So where should we say goodbye from? Is there a safe place to say goodbye from? Is there a place where we can help to say goodbye from? Maybe inside Powder's little workshop, right there by her bed and everything. If we can just, you know, give her a keep going. I think someday those little mechanized grenades or weapons or whatever they are, they're going to work for her. And I hope they do. I hope they do, because that's, I really want to see that. But, you know, all we can do is offer support right now. Until next time, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.